Hi everyone, this is Kay and this is the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel for another reading. We're going to do the general reading for the collective, and I'm going to start off with the Ciro Marchetti decks as usual, and then the tarot for clarification. So I just want to remind you about the free one reading giveaway for a 30 to 50 minute love tarot card reading. Instructions are for how you can get a free reading are listed in the description box below the video, and it's running from January 2nd to the 15th only, and it's the 10th today, so till the end of Monday. So if you want to have a chance for that free love reading, go and check it out in the description box, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to say let's go. We are going to do, this one wants to come out. We're going to do the present day and then the near future. We're not doing the past, okay? So, but the past will come in. It'll pepper in. But Archangel Michael, I'd like to ask you, thank you for being here with me, and ask you to surround me, envelop me in your angelic wings of protection and guidance. And will you please assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies in the cards and to help me see clearly? Thank you. And to Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, what messages do we have for the collected day in this general read for January the 10th? Wednesday, 2024. So we already have the present day energy, which is lilies, and lilies is about peace and calm and serenity, basically brought through in the form of spiritual energy through your ancestors who have gone on before you. Could be ancestors from this lifetime, or real ancestors from other lifetimes, are helping you throughout your journey in this lifetime to help guide you on the right path that'll bring you the most peace and happiness, if that is what you wish to experience in this lifetime. And I know that many people say, yeah, of course I do. Who wouldn't want to be happy? But a lot of people are really afraid of doing what it takes to be happy, and that's a mindset. It's a change in a mindset, the way we think and believe. So it comes down to having to do inner work in order to have that feeling of fulfillment inside of us, feeling peaceful and calm and truly happy and joyful. And it's lasting. Once we get control of our ego, our fears, then we can. This talk about ego and fears right here. Once we remove the mask, okay, of the ego, which is all our fears and that are piled up in our subconscious mind over the years that we've been alive, that started when we were children, we then actually are able to instill within us, through that work that we do on ourselves, lasting happiness, peace, and joy. It's not, peace and joy is not just for Christmas season. It's for something that we can have at whenever we want, as long as we allow those fears to not be heard and actually be healed instead of being heard. Like the fear of not having enough money. That's lack-mindedness, right? So the fear, I know that's one of my biggest ones, right? And it comes down to me being guided through financial experiences in my life, being guided to actually tap into my inner strength and wisdom that is asking to ask God for the help that I need, to trust that God is going to provide for me exactly when it's needed, and not on my timeline. I wish it would be, but it never is, right? So guys, let's go ahead and talk about find out what the ancestors are talking about. Let's just say that. Peace and calm and serenity in the wisdom of the ancestors. Their spirit of peace and calm envelops us as long as we allow it. Okay, Archangel Michael, what do we know for clarity here? Present day. We have the Tower. And we have fish. Let's talk about money, right? So the Tower is not the same as the Tower in the tarot. The Tower is like in the tarot is about a dissolution, like your foundation that you've built was built on a not a very sound foundation at the time. It had cracks in it, and so it had to come down. So this one is about actually finding an ability to feel safe and secure. It's kind of the opposite, right? You can go up to the Tower Bell or Tower very, very top there and look out over the land and assess whether or not, the coast is clear, kind of thing. If there are neighboring kingdoms or neighboring countries that are trying to get into your country to take what you've got. You can see if you're going to if they're out there and you need to go to battle, or if you can you look at the landscape out there and see that it's clear, that you could feel safe and secure. So you can do that from the top of the tower. It's also a place for a hermitage, in the sense that you go there in order for you to be able to find some solidarity time in a space that's safe, okay? Like your castle, or this could be a corporation you feel safe in, or an institution, or government facility or building, that kind of thing. Even in higher education, for example, you might feel secure in that, because with the higher education, you know that when you get done school, you can go out and get a better paying job, a better career than you would have if you just finished with your high school education. So there's a lot here that can help you feel safe and secure. So like a government branch or department or whatever could be something like Homeland Securities, or like that's the United States, and maybe it's social assistance, right? Where if maybe you're not swimming so much around fish in the ocean, if you're not really feeling like there's a lot of fish in your part of the ocean, which is prosperity and abundance, right? Money. You can go and get what you need from social assistance to register with your federal government or your state government, and get the assistance you need. So it's a safety net. It's a place to go for a hermitage. It's the place to go to do some introspection and reflection, to see what it is that's been holding you back, that's an obstacle or a challenge in your way, by way of the way you're thinking about things. Is it lack-mindedness? Is it fear of the unknown? Is it sort of like you feel terrified about taking the next step towards something that you want a goal you want to reach, that kind of thing. You can go within and receive the guidance and the peace and the calm, the serenity that you're seeking, that you need in order for you to keep putting one foot in front of the other. And if it's resources that you need, the guidance will come to you during this time of sheltering yourself. This is present day, sheltering yourself in a place, in a space where you feel like you can, sort of hold up and reassess, assess and reassess, introspection, reflection, that sort of thing. So that's what this would be saying, perhaps. Yeah, that's what I feel. And so let's find out what the false person card is here. The one who hides behind a mask, who presents himself in such a way that it's not all that what it seems, right? They're not being transparent. Archangel Michael, false person, please. We have unexpected income, which could be a sudden, unexpected surprise or change. And ring. That's a contract, you know, like a partnership, whether it's with a contract between two people in business or like the, you know, marriage contract between two people in love. And these clarify that. So for you all, in the near future, you're going to be able to see what it is that you need to see. And it could come to you unexpectedly, okay? And it could have something to do with the partner you're in partnership with, whether that's in marriage or in business or some other type of partnership, whatever you can imagine that to be for yourself. Archangel Michael, what do we have? We have the Queen of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, Queen of Swords. All right, so let's talk about the Tower, please. Yeah, so unexpected change. Something comes that was unexpected here, and it's information about that tells you that the person you're in contract with, that you're in a partnership with, is false. We have the Sun card for the Tower, right? The Two of Swords and the Devil. All right. Now the Abundance card, number 34, the Fish card, please. Archangel Michael, thank you. One more. We have the Eight of Wands. Wow, okay, that's a lot. The Hangman, getting a new perspective, taking responsibility, knowing that when you get back on your feet again. And the Seven of Swords, taking responsibility for the behaviors from the past. Okay. Yeah, so we've got the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. Present day. So presently, you're thinking about somebody. Yeah. Okay, so the ancestors are telling you, giving you a heads up about somebody that's been cold towards you lately. Somebody who's been cold towards you lately. Somebody you've known for a long time, past history with. History that has left you feeling very, very wounded. Okay. So whatever been going on in your life in the recent past or long-term past, hard to say, it's been with the Queen of Swords, somebody who has been quite cold towards you. And it's been going on for a long time, actually. With the past, it's been going on for, it's a long-term thing. You've been with this person for a while, and it's been very wounding for you. Very, very wounding. It has somehow taken you away from you. Taken your own internal strength and your own grit, that the part of you that is, that you had come to know and possibly admired yourself, or at least respected that part of yourself. It's been absorbed. It's been as absorbed by the one who's been trying to have control over you, and you probably have been controlled. okay? Maybe even without knowing. They say love is blind, right? And this is what the ancestors are trying to bring to your attention right now. That you loved this one so much that you didn't even realize what she was doing. That she was knocking you down. You might have, but at times you might have just like gave her a go past jail free card. You know, gave her the benefit of the doubt because, you know, we're a married couple, and people who are married don't have, you know, we argue and fight and whatnot. It's not going to be absolutely rainbows and sunshine for the rest of our days together. So you kind of overlooked a lot of things. And so, but the divine came in right here and said, you need to go to the top of your tower, your castle, your homeland, what you call home, what you figure is safe and secure for you. This is not the house, but it is the tower. And the tower is a place where, you know, institutions such as marriages take place. All right. This tower houses that sort of institution, that kind of institution, and many other institutions. But you had start seeing things had been revealed to you about how she's been, you know, really kind of with the sword cutting you down to size, belittling you, making you feel like you're not. You know, she might be quite emotionally or mentally or both, maybe even physically abusive towards you. And this would be her in the reverse. I'm just leaving her upright. But her in reverse, she has had a lot of toxic ways that made you feel toxic. And perhaps you were toxic too at one time. But you have since then been, you know, deliberating in the sense that you have been blocking your must see, you know, the I must see this, I must look. You've been blocking it, like blocking your emotions. You didn't want to see what she had been doing. You didn't want to know that there would be consequences or repercussions as a result of this. You just wanted to make sure, if without your attention or awareness of it, that it would just nicely go swept under the rug, you know, out of sight. Out of sight, right? So that you wouldn't have to deal with it. But the devil, this energy, toxic energy, never allows that to happen. Never. When you're dealing with someone toxic who's really quite dark in a lot of respects because they have a lot of self-loathing and self-hatred that they project onto others to make them, so they'll look like they're quite confident in themselves and that, yeah, I love myself, but they're going to make you feel like a shit. That's the, you know, she's the ball and chain, right? But you're chained, you're yoked to this person through the devil who's got, and I don't believe in the devil, but this is toxic energy, okay? Negativity is what it is. Negativity through hate, self-loathing, low sense of self-worth, low sense of self-esteem, and just a lot of pain, which translates into fear, which then translate into ego. So everything that's so painful down here, the ego's going to say, hey, don't worry about it. I'll take care of that. Okay, I'll take care of that pain. You just show everybody how important you are and how strong you are and confident and that, you know, your poop don't stink, right? Your poop doesn't stink. You just keep doing that and, you know, we'll just keep all this pain down here. You know, out of sight, out of mind. And the ego will then whisper in your ear and say, because it's all their fault in the first place. It's all their fault. That's their fault that you feel that way. That's that one's fault because this is going on or this has happened that you now have to deal with. Okay, so it's kind of that kind of talk that the ego talks to us all the time. Have you ever heard that voice in your head? Kind of wondering where that one's coming from. It sounds just like you. It does, but it isn't who you are. You're an earth angel. But that's for another day. Anyways, so here we go. This is what's going on, is that you have found that through this was very, very anger provoking for you. You've been feeling like you've been, like a ping pong back and forth with your partner, your spouse, whoever, back and forth, because it's like you think you're going to get the upper hand on something, but she then, throws the past at you and then makes you feel like a real turd again, she's getting upper hand kind of thing. She gets one over on you. That kind of thing. That's the kind of thing. And it's just constant. It's a constant barrage back and forth of these anger set twos with her. Okay? Anger set twos. You've been having plenty of that, haven't you? And this is the card of plenty, the fish. Plenty of that. Yeah. And the ancestors, what I'm hearing here is the ancestors are saying that it's because it has the challenges with this one. Now this may not be for everybody, but the challenges with this one has to do with finances or money, just money, resources. They need to have a lot, okay, because they have a lifestyle. And they believe, that they should have that kind of privilege. That kind of energy back and forth and trying to keep up with the Joneses with her has been really making you feel like you can't, especially with your finances, because she's a spendy Queen of Swords. She's you make a lot of money, or you make whatever you make, and it seems like as soon as it comes in, most of it, if not all of it, is already out the door. Okay, and it's time, the ancestors are saying, in order for you to rebalance, to find balance again and cut your ties with this one, you need to, first of all, you need to see that you're being told the truth. You're shown the truth through whatever means is going on. You may be meditating or praying, but you're being shown the truth. Things are being revealed to you one way or another. Maybe somebody's telling you about her, because she might be thinking they're a confidant and whatnot. But you have to stop blocking your way of knowing, your awareness of these things. Stop blocking them. Stop pushing your feelings down about it. And they say you're sitting on the fence, so get off the fence and start taking action so that you can break this bond that you have with her through this toxic energy. Because whatever she's doing is causing you to feel toxic too. And when you feel toxic, you want to lash out. So then you become toxic as well. So that you might even become, manipulative, sneaky, in some way that will help you feel like you're going to have control over all of this mess that's going on between the two of you. But it's also her toxic sneakiness, manipulation. Maybe she's cheating on you and she's lying to you. All this sort of stuff that you're now able to see. But at the same time, when you're being hung upside down like this, with the divine, kind of like has its hand, does have his hand in all of this. He wants you to get a new perspective. The divine is actually putting you in a place where you can feel safe and secure, at least, if that's your own home or in some other place, even your car, and you're going to stay put. You're going to be, feeling like you're you're hung up on something. You're hung up on something. You are, because you're going to receive an enlightenment here. The enlightenment is going to tell you that while you're getting these aha and epiphany moments, like realizing what's really going on here with all this sneakiness and toxic behaviors that both of you were in or still in, you have to come to terms with the fact that when you get back on your feet again, that you're going to have to take accountability and responsibility for it in order for you to overcome this, in order for you to be able to walk away from somebody who she's never been truthful to you. And this could be a guy here, but because we have a Queen of Swords here, we're talking about a masculine who's got a Queen of Swords. So of course, this could be same sex, so we could be talking to a feminine who has a Queen of Swords. And it could also mean, it could also mean too that you're a masculine sitting in your feminine Queen of Swords energy. So you would be a feminine collective with a masculine sitting in their feminine energy of the Queen of Swords. Take it however way it works for you, okay? So this person here, we're just going to say it's a her, just for the sake of simplicity. But she's never been upright and honest with you. She's been wearing a mask the whole time. She's been hiding behind another identity. Like, not to the point where she might be James Bond, but coming across as this meek and mild cattle farmer, that's just minding his own business, but really he's got one of those pens, that he carries on his belt loop that he pulls out and he injects somebody, because they're coming at him and wanting to, they found out that he's James Bond and not this cattle farmer. You know what I'm saying? I know, I'm nuts. Okay, so I'm trying to come up with, examples. But yep, you have the Seven of Swords here. You will need to, once you get back on your feet again, to make sure you're taking accountability and responsibility for whoever it is that you hurt, even if it's the Queen of Swords, but anybody else for that matter, because you were in that toxic behavior. You were sat in that behavior as well at one time, if not still. But the ancestors are trying to whisper in your ear and giving you this advice and this information so that you become more aware of what's really going on. So I would say that for that reason, you're trying to come out of that toxic behavior if you haven't already left it behind. Okay, because the divine is now a very integral part of you moving forward, so that you can see the big picture. You need to see the big picture. The big picture is that you've been living with somebody who is been sitting in negative, devilish energy, toxic energy, and being sneaky, manipulative, and possibly even cheating on you. So let's talk about false person, Archangel Michael. We have the Three of Swords. There's heartbreak, right? Heartbreak. Three of Swords, heartbreak. The Lovers. Let's see. And the Nine of Cups, overindulgence. Okay, let's do unexpected income. Archangel Michael, unexpected income, please. Four of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. The Star. And now the ring, please. Yeah. The ring, please. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Three of Wands. With the Ace of Swords on the back. Wow. Okay. So what I'm seeing here then is that, you know, near future, you're going to be brokenhearted because you're going to see this one for who she was, and you're going to see that you chose this one as your lover, possibly over another. Okay, but you can also see that this one here has stepped out on you, because this is the Lovers, and this is the Nine of Cups. She is going to be, because you're going to find out that she has taken on another lover herself. She's taken on another lover, and she's being overindulgent. She's indulging in in other, you know, romantic pursuits with another person, and it's going to be heartbreaking for you. It's going to cause a separation between the two of you. Okay, the unexpected income card is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Star. So this, at one time, you know, you realized that when you contracted, you got into contract, you committed to her. You did. You committed to her. It was even unexpected for you. It was something like things just were moving really, really fast, and you didn't take your time. You weren't taking your time, and you were just awestruck. You know, you had stars in your eyes over this lady, whoever she was. Okay, to you, collective. You wanted to right away commit to this one. She showed up on the scene. You had this past history together. You've known each other since you were kids, or your family's known each other forever, or whatever. You've known each other at college. It was just kind of like a re-meeting of the minds kind of thing, coming together on the same page, excited about, you know, running into each other again, and getting to know each other, what each other has been up to lately. It's just re-familiarizing yourself with what you knew of them from the past. And it was like, it just made you feel all, you know, kind of giddy, you know, stars in your eyes. You're feeling like this was like the best thing since sliced bread, that you ran into this person since, you know, since whatever was going on before you met this one. You didn't take it slow. You right away jumped into it quite impulsively and said, you're the one. You're the one for me. You're my North Star. We're going to heal. We're going to be so good together. And it made you feel really good. It started making you feel like you were healing from whatever it was that you were dealing with before you ran into this lady here. Okay, and this lady you contracted with, you married her, she became your committed partner. Now you see, she's also about the money, right? She's good with money. She maybe made her own independently, was making money, worked and made a good income. Maybe she came from a very, you know, affluent or wealthy family, or a family that just had money, you know, from whatever it is that they did. And you two came together to work together, not only as a romantic partnership, married with each other, but to come together with your same kind of ideas, on the same page, you know, money making ideas, working hard, both of you. And this Queen of Pentacles, a hard worker. So the two of you are going to work hard to build a really great and stable, this is your idea. This is what your plans were. This is what your hopes were. The two of you come together and build a real solid foundation built on financial abundance. There's the fish, right? Financial abundance. So you turned your back on the past, and you've been waiting ever since for your ships to come in with this one. And guess what? It never really did. Instead, you got cut out in many ways because she turned into the foul master, right, of the relationship. She was very cutting. The truth was not coming out, but it's now out. It's now out. And of course you want to turn your back on it. You want to leave it behind. However, there is just so much like in this relationship that you are invested. It's not something that just can be done. Maybe you have children too. But this is what you needed to know a long time ago. When you turned your back on the past, whatever that was to you, and you ran into this one, maybe you ran into each other at work too. Who's to know? But you turned your back on the past because you were looking for a more brighter future, happier horizon, and more money filled. Like, if I have all this money, I can be whoever I want to be, do whatever I want to do. I'll be happy. The truth was not part of that plan. The truth wasn't. Well, you felt like it was at the time. But the ancestors are here to tell you that you needed a little bit more of the Ace of Swords, divine intervention of truth, honesty, clarity, and transparency. Is this one transparent? Absolutely not. She's not transparent. You needed that transparency yourself because both of you were in this energy. Both of you, when you met. You're both sitting in toxic energies through past pain of breakups or childhood issues, whatever it was. You're both in a lot of past pain, which caused you to feel fearful, which makes you want to do things that are not above board, that are underhanded, that are manipulative, that are selfish, that are I'll hurt you before you can hurt me. Way of thinking, mindset. I'll go out and I'll cheat, because, it's all about me after all. I need to feel good too. I'll drag other people into my life, and then, throw them out like they're the Monday's trash kind of thing. There was need for more of this, but it really wasn't part of, because the two of you came together under false pretenses, in the sense that you were both behaving very much like you're hiding behind a mask of all these fears and these pains that are living quite free, that were at least living quite freely in your subconscious mind, making you to think in ways that were negative, pessimistic, spiteful, revengeful, angry. It's my way or the highway. It's it's got to be good for me and not so much for you. Who cares? Just that kind of spiteful, angry energy. It just fears. That just comes a belief system in you that you then operate from in your daily life. And then you meet somebody like that. So the two of you were toxic together. The two of you just charged into this, and it was all very unexpected, but it was done. It was done. Next thing you know, you're unexpectedly married already. It's done and you're married. You're married. And you're committed to this one, and she's committed to you, and it was supposed to go ahead, and you're supposed to build a great foundation together through hard work and perseverance, and that, all your ships would be coming in, but it didn't. Maybe some, but not the real payload ones, the big ones. So that is what we got for this, and it's kind of a sad way to have to end a reading, I must say. Okay, so, but, I'm not going to be able to, juice it up to make it any better than what the cards are saying, what the divine wants you to know. The divine is giving you a heads up, a warning about the person you're with, and whether you like it or not, if you're listening to this reading, that message is for you. the message is for you. If you're in a situation like this, similar to this at least. Let's see what we got for, guidance from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle. It says, so I got 2, let your fears dissolve, right? Just like your tower, just let them dissolve with the cracks that are there, that have been there since the time that you got together. Let your fears dissolve, full moon in Cancer. Next one that wanted to come out is unleash your kindest self. Because you've been holding the devil. Let's say, okay, if there was such one, of course I don't believe it, but whatever you want. The devil knows what's in your heart and what's on your mind too, just like God. But the devil relishes the negative side of it. Of course, God, the positive, loving, kind. So as long as you are chained to toxicity, chained to somebody in this contract, chained to somebody toxic, it's going to keep you in that toxic energy, and you're going to have to fight to not be it. And it's going to take a lot of your energy, which is exactly what the devil wants. Okay? So you need to unleash your kind self by unleashing yourself from that karmic bond you have with this one here that's toxic. Okay? And, and then go deeper. Go deeper. I had my deck upside down. Go deeper. Deeper into your subconscious, deeper into your fears down there, so that you can pull out that negative tendency to feel like you need to be able to do things that's not the right way of handling it. What is it that's down there from childhood, at least, as far back as that causes you to want to hide your ways of doing things? Because maybe if you tried to do things up front and in front of your parents, your family, your siblings, whatever, they took it away from you, or they chastised you, or they punished you for it. So you had to start sneaking around, sneaking things, sneaking to take things, sneaking to do things, just so you can do things and have things, right? All right, so let's do 2 more cards. So go deeper. Assess those fears, those beliefs that you have, that you operate from, that you live by, and pull them out, because that will unleash your kindest self. You start becoming more compassionate, kind, and caring, and loving yourself, seeing yourself as someone worth loving, because you are. You're an earth angel. Full moon in Libra, find a balance. Find a balance between what you're thinking, because there's too much focus on your thinking and not enough focus on what your heart has to say about your thinking. So if you're thinking negatively all the time, your heart is like, okay, I guess you don't want to hear me today, kind of thing, because my heart is not about being negative. It's about being positive and loving, unconditionally, so much so too. Find a balance there, and then shine. Find the balance between your heart and your mind. You know that your heart is listening to your mind, yes, but your mind is also listening to your heart. Your mind is talking to your heart is talking to your mind, they're both listening to each other. They're in balance, they're in yin yang. They're masculine, feminine energy, together, balanced. Together, balanced. And when you're doing that with your heart and your mind, you start listening to your heart more and removing the toxicity in your life. No matter what you need to do it in the right way, of course. Do it in the right way. You don't want to build karma, because karma is going to make you feel what you got to do this again and be toxic, okay? All right, so find that balance between your heart and your mind. Start listening to your heart. Go into meditation, introspection. Go up into your tower. Find that peace and serenity. Ask the ancestors or the divine to fill you up with that peace and calm so that you can actually hear them speaking to you through your heart. If that's, if this is your reading, I wish you best of luck. Until tomorrow, take care of yourself. Bye for now.